Students, this is Megha Miss here. So today we will just discuss about how you are going to write your assignment and project. Okay, so the questions I'm going to just tell you, and you are going to write these questions on your assignment sheets if you have, or any long full-scape papers if you have. You are going to write the answers to all these questions which I am discussing now. Okay students, and at the end I'll tell you about the project. Okay, now starting with for lesson number 3, that is chemical reactions and equations, which you have studied. You're going to first do define. First one is a chemical reaction, second one reactants, third products, fourth oxidation reaction, fifth redox reaction. All these definitions you're going to get in your textbook. So whatever the words are, statements, words are used in the definition, same way, same definition you're going to write in your sheets. Okay students, now next question you are going to explain with example. First one, endothermic reaction, second decomposition reaction, third combination reaction, fourth displacement reaction, fifth double displacement reaction, sixth exothermic reaction. Now here explain with example. First you are going to write the definition for each of the reaction, then you will write example, reaction example you will write, and just explain what is that reaction, what is happening in that reaction, okay, in just 2 lines. Okay students, and yes, when you will write the chemical reaction, don't forget to write the name of the compounds below. Okay students, okay. Next question, you are going to do question number 3. Find and write any 10 filling the blanks from the chapter. From the whole chapter, any 10 filling the blanks which you feel, yes, these are important ones, which you think, yes, this point should be noted down, I should remember this statement. You can form the fill-ups of those statement, and any 10 filling the blanks you are going to form. Okay, next, these are all textual questions, question number 6, 7, 8, 9 in your textbook exercise. Okay, so you are going to solve it from there. Identify from the following reaction the reactants that undergo oxidation and reduction. Okay, so first reaction is given, Fe plus S, that is iron plus sulfur, gives iron sulfate is formed. Okay, ferric sulfate, that is, we say it iron sulfate, here iron is in the form of ferric, so ferric sulfate is formed. Again 2Ag2O gives 4Ag plus O2. Third one, 2Mg plus O2 gives 2MgO. Fourth one, NiO plus H2 gives Ni plus H2O. Okay, Ni is your nickel. So you are going to see all these 4 reactions again. You will see which of the reactants undergo oxidation and reduction. So you are going to identify from the following reaction the reactants you are going to identify and write. So you will, for each reaction you will write the reaction, down you will write the reactant and whether it is going oxidation or whether it is undergoing reduction. Understood students? Okay, so first what you will do, again I will tell, you will write the reaction, down you will write the reactant, 2 reactants. For example, now here what are the reactants? Fe and S, right? So Fe, whether it is going oxidation or reduction, that you will write. Then you will write S, that is sulfur, and then you will write, put a dash and write whether it is undergoing oxidation or reduction. I hope this is clear to you. Okay students, now the next question, again same exercise question. Balance the following equation stepwise. You are going to balance this equation stepwise, how the steps are given in your textbook. No need to explain all the steps in detail, but only you will write step 1 what we are doing, step 2 what we are doing. Okay, headings. Now all the 4 reactions are given. First one is H2S2O7 plus H2O gives H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Next one, SO2 plus H2S gives S plus H2O. Ag plus HCl gives AgCl plus H2. NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus H2O. Okay, here you don't you have to write all these steps, only the heading of these steps. Okay, no need to write in detail all these steps. Okay, just write the headings and start balancing the reaction. Okay, you have the marks here only for balancing the reaction. Okay students, now Next is identify the endothermic and exothermic reaction. So all again 4 examples are given. First one is HCl plus NaOH gives NaCl plus H2O plus heat. So you are going to write this reaction. Below you will write answer whether it is endothermic or exothermic reaction. Second one is 2KClO3 gives 2KCl plus 3O2. Third one, CaO plus H2O gives CaOH twice plus heat. Next one, CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2. So I hope these reactions, you can also open your textbook, PDF you are having, you can open it, see their exercise again, and you will get this reaction more clear. If you can't see here clearly, I hope it is clear to you, but if you can't, you can see from the textbook. Okay students, now match the column in the following table. Reactants are given, products are given, and type of chemical reaction is given. So how you are going to do? You are not going to do like small children, match the following. First one you will do BaCl2 plus ZnSO4, put an arrow and write the product. What will be the product? You will find out from the products, and then you will write the type of the chemical reaction. Okay students, I hope for each one you will do it the same way. Okay, now this was all for the chapter number 3. Now the next chapter which we started, that is lesson number 5, heat. For that, first question is define. You are going to define heat, rigidation, temperature, specific latent heat of fusion, specific latent heat of vaporization, humidity, melting point, and boiling point. These all definitions you are going to write. Again you will write whatever is given in the textbook. Okay, then next question number 2 is find and write any 10 filling the blanks from the topic which is covered. Now whole lesson is not complete heat, so whatever I have taught, till what I have taught you the chapter, you are going to find out filling the blanks from that topic. Okay, third question, explain about anomalous behavior of water using Hope's apparatus along with the graph. So you will explain whole Hope's apparatus, how the construction of that Hope's apparatus, how it is working, and the graph, nature of the graph. Okay, it's a brief answer. Next question 4 is what are the units in which heat is measured? So you are going to write the SI and CGS units in which the heat is measured. I hope students it is clear to you. Okay, now this is the next question. It is from the textbook again. So explain the following temperature versus time graph. So I hope this I have taught to you in the presentation as well. So whatever points from 0, what happens when we take ice and then ice gets the melting point of ice is 0, then we are supplying heat and all, then how this nature of graph you are getting, this whole graph you are going to explain. Okay students, the explanation is given in the textbook. So first you will draw this graph, and then you will explain the whole procedure, what it is taking place through this graph. Okay students, now the next I would like to tell you about your project topics. Now any I am giving you 2 topics, any one you have to do. So any one to be written in your project book of last year in the same format as the last year. Last year whatever format we gave you, you have done the project and you have your own project book, so same you are going to use for 10th standard. Okay, now separate science A and B project to be written separately. You will write science A as you have done last year, and separate for science B. Okay, along with the name page, you have made the name page last year also, same way now for 10th standard you will make a new name page in the same book, and the index as well, and it would be separate. No division and teacher's name will be mentioned. Now you will not mention the division and teacher's name. Okay, but you will make a separate name page. The subject will be science A, and for the subject science B, different name page. Okay, and index also it will be different. So you can make a partition and you can write. Okay, so in the same notebook as you have done in the 9th standard, same way you will do for the 10th standard. Okay, you have to maintain that book. I hope you have kept that book. Okay, now This following stages to be used while writing the activity, each point to be covered. Now this all points you have covered last year also, what we gave you the project. Now this year also same stages you will use. So first one will be the title of the activity. Second, introduction to the activity. Need and importance of the activity, why you need why did you choose that topic and what is the importance for that topic, you can mention here. Third one, planned outline of the activity. Fourth one, implementation of the activity, methodology of the activity, like why, what are the if any of the things you are finding out, what is the method, like if I give you any instrument, how it is working and all, that will come under your methodology. Okay students, now conclusion of the activity, analysis and conclusion of the information obtained through the activity. What conclusion you have drawn from that activity, you are going to tell us. Okay, students opinion, on opinion about activity, you are going to give your own opinion, why you choose that topic and how was the study beneficial to you. Okay students, note on reference material. Note on reference material used for completion of the activity, like whatever reference, whichever sites you visited, whichever information from where you collected, any books you used, whatever books might you must be having some reference book at home. Okay, whichever books you used and you got the information from those books, you are going to mention its name. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, now your first topic is construction, working and uses of binoculars. So what is your first topic? Construction, working and uses of binoculars. Okay, so here you are going to you can include the topic, what are binoculars, you can explain the construction, you can tell about its working, you are going to explain, and the uses of binoculars. Okay, now here if you want, you can draw the diagrams. Okay, then if not possible, then what you are going to do, you are going to stick the pictures, not now, after the school reopens, that time you can stick the pictures and then submit your book. Okay students, second topic is, what are carbon compounds? Explain any 4 carbon compounds along with their properties used in everyday life. So here students, first you are going to tell us what are carbon compounds. Second, you will take any 4 examples of the carbon compounds which we used in the everyday life. One example I can tell you about sugar. You know sugar is a carbon compound. I am using it in everyday life. So I am going to tell a short information about properties of this sugar. For what I am using these sugars, how it is beneficial for my health. Do I need sugar in my life? Yes, for energy and all. Because you know it is going to provide me with the energy. Sugars are important as they are energy giving, right? So what is this sugar? How, when I go on heating sugar, slowly a black color substance will form at the end if I am heating sugar continuously, and that black color substance is my carbon, right? So like this I can take a everyday example. You are not going to take now sugar, now everyday like this, any of the important carbon compounds you feel this is an important carbon compound I am using in daily life, you are going to state their properties and you are going to explain them. Okay students, here also you are going to have pictures. If you cannot stick the draw the pictures, you are going to stick them. If you have it at home, you can stick it now. Otherwise, leave it. After the school reopens, you can stick them. When you can take printouts and all, and you can stick the pictures. Okay, students. So I hope all the assignment work what you have to write, the question answers, how are they? You are going to see again in the video while writing each question, how to be written, what questions to be written. Answers, all answers you are going to get in the textbook. So read the textbook, that is more important. For the filling the blanks also you are going to read the textbook, and project also you are going to do it in the same way how you did it for the 9th standard. So I hope you understood about this assignment and the project. Okay, I hope you are going to complete it properly and submit once the school reopens. Okay students, so thank you and Saira.